How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome back to the channel. I am in Columbiana, Alabama, and I stopped in the Columbiana tractor store to see my good friend Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, how are y'all?
So Chris,
Good to see you.
Chris is the owner of Columbiana Tractor LLC. What kind of brands do you got here?
We have LS Tractor and we carry Coyote as well.
Yeah, LS and Coyote.
Yeah.
And you got several like zero turns and things like that on there.
Absolutely.
So me and Chris, we've been buddies for a long time.
We have.
So
we have.
Anytime I'm in the area, I get to stop by, and I'm going to do a little tour of his sales office here, and we'll just take a look at see what he's got on the lot. And
Appreciate it,
if
man.
you're in the Columbiana area, so how far do you service here?
In Alabama, we're basically central part of state, and we carry pretty much from Coleman down to Montgomery.
So if you are in that radius or whatever, heck, even if you're out of that radius,
Come see us.
Come see us.
That's right.
He'll cut you a deal. Mention my name and he'll give you a free ball cap or something.
That's right. That's right. Whatever it takes.
So let's take a look at some of the stuff he's got. Select Tracks are the electric ones, some LS, but we're going to take a look at all of them. So let's get started. So these Select Tracks, I've never seen one at a dealer. I've seen them at farm shows, but I haven't seen them at a dealer's lot. So this is what that tractor looks like. This is all the electric stuff. If you want to see how this stuff works in action, my buddy Josh over at Stony Ridge Farm, he's got one on his channel, and I don't know who else has one. I think Tim, Tractor Time with Tim, done some Select Track work as well. The LS, he's got several. I mean, he's a huge LS dealer. Look at them all down the lot here. But the MT 125s, that's a pretty popular model. It's a pretty nice tractor. You can get them with a little backhoe on the back side of them. Get a lot of work done with this little tractor. Let's go see what else he's got on the lot here. He's got the MT 230 sitting over here. I'm not, I don't know my models too good on these MT or these LS tractors. So, but they are nice tractors. There's a 240. I'm assuming those are like 40 horsepower. This one does not have rear remotes. That one does not neither. So you got different options and stuff. That one does not have telescopic arms. There's a little bracket here for some additions. Another 40. I'm assuming now this is probably getting a bigger size frame as we go down to here, but nice tractors. Here's some with 2 rear remotes here. That's a good size. This is the MT342, MT342 here. This is what it looks like. So you start getting a little more options, the bigger the tractor. Telescopic 3-point lift arms, adjustable, the rear spools, rear work light, a toolbox. All your valves are tucked away. So I'm cutting up with my buddy Chris, and I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not TYMs or nothing, but they're nice tractors. So he's got a few used Bransons up there we're going to take a look at. Well, let's take a look at some of these cab tractors down here. This is the MT347. Looks like a shuttle shift. Got 2 rear remotes, got your levers there, 4-wheel drive. That's a good looking tractor. AC, climate stuff. Let's look on the other side. Telescopic 3-point lift arms. There's it. Got some work lights up here. I don't know if it's a power shuttle or not, but it is a shuttle shift. And he has Coyotes. There's a 5020 with the backhoe setup on it. Coyote makes good tractors too. This big old, here's a power shuttle, MT573, so I'm assuming it's in the 75 horsepower range. Let's see if it has DEF in it somewhere. That'll tell us if it's 75 horse, because after, you know, if it's less than 75 horsepower, you don't need DEF. But here's what this cab looks like. Nice. You can get a lot of work done in this tractor. Oh, I like this feature right here. That's nice. Must be the retractor. Yeah. You got the mirror. Some nice options. Let's see if it's got a DEF tank on this side. 3 remotes. Big beefy adjustable lift arm stabilizers on there. So I bet it's 74.9 horsepower. Let's see if it says. I'm gonna Google it. Model, chassis. It don't say there. Let's see if it says it on the other side, or I can just ask Chris. But a lot of these companies will make them, you know, like I say, 74.9 to get away from that 75 horsepower requirement for DEF fluid. I mean, I still have DPF, but it might not require the DEF fluid. Here's your Coyote. My buddy Brandon, this is NS6010. I don't know much about their series models neither. This one's got a sun visor. Good looking tractor. You know, Coyote makes the Bobcats, with the exception of the loader, I believe. And they also make a side-by-side. There's a 5010 open station. Shuttle shift. Ag tires. Here's a hydrostat. Oh, these are those, this is a 4020. These are those R14s. Y'all like these tires? Let me know in the comments. This is kind of like a hybrid of the R1s and R4s. This is called the R14. My buddy Brandel over in Tennessee, he used to do some videos with me. He's a big Coyote fan. So he, if you're watching Brandel, he got some Coyotes down here in Columbiana, Alabama. See what else he's got on the lot. He's an Ironcraft dealer. So he's got a ton of Ironcraft implements out here. Here's a couple of subcompacts if you're in that market. The side-by-side. And then he does a little bit of construction equipment. Yuchai, not sure. Some mini excavators. Big Coyote. And again, it probably looks like he sells some Diamond T trailers. Those Diamond T's, man, those deck boards look great. Look at that. These are real big. Diamond T's are real big on the West Coast. They're not so much on the East Coast. So I'm glad to see Chris getting in there with them. But there's some good looking trailers for sure. Holy moly. They look well built. Some good looking equipment trailers. I'm a deck over fan. You know, if I'm gonna be pulling equipment and stuff, I like deck over. I'm not a big fan of the fenders or drive over fenders or whatever they're called. He will service your Skag and he's a Skag dealer. Bobcat, Altoids. Altoids? Altoids? How do you say that? Let's look at some of his zero turns. Skag. Let's see if they got one. Let's see if they make a model with suspension. Do they make suspension on these? Because I know my buddy Tony over at Tony Tractor Adventure He has suspension on his Ferris. So I'm not seeing, not unless somehow or another. See, this says Torque Flex on it, so I'm sure that's some type of suspension on it. These things have tracks on them. Check that thing out. Dang, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Man, does that look mean or does that look mean? Does any one of you have experience with tracks on this? How does it do on the turf? I haven't used one, so let me know in the comments. It's got a Kawasaki engine in it. Rear torsion suspension. So that does have suspension on it. Man, I bet that's this is a walk behind here. This one is TSX 561i. Again, it's got some suspension on it. You know, you start getting into the suspension and all that good stuff. That's some high dollar grass mowing right there. Columbiana does have a full service shop. You know, he's got a service truck with a crane and all that good stuff. So he's got a nice setup here. And like I said, I've been friends with Chris, a long time now. We've always kind of gone back and forth, ribbing each other about some deer hunting and some tractors and things like that. But you know, I wish he sold T-Wams, but he don't. You know, so you know, that's what you do with friends, right? You rib them a little bit. But he's got a great selection up here, and he's a good dude. He's just a good dude. And this is not a sponsored video, by the way. I was up here filming. There's Wiley sitting in the truck right there. Wiley is on my main channel, but we're filming up here, and then we're doing a YouTubers meet and greet at an event. So me and Wiley are shaking hands tomorrow. You won't see this video until October, and this is September, but or you'll see it late September. This is early September, and me and Wiley are doing a YouTubers meet and greet in Jemison, Alabama. And so I was this close to Chris, so I just thought I'd come up here and say hey. But anyway, anything you want to say?
Hey, I just want to say, I'm glad y'all love this guy. Somebody needs to.
Somebody needs to.
I'm telling you, I'm so glad you came up.
Yeah.
I stopped in, Hank. I tell you, we think a lot of you, man. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. As much knowledge you have on farm equipment and everything else. We're just glad to see you here in the great state of Alabama.
Listen, if y'all are interested in a tractor or a side-by-side or a Diamond T trailer, come up here and see him. He'll make you a good deal. He'll treat you right. Like I say, man, you don't get this big of a dealer by being a knucklehead, you know?
Well, we try. We really do.
He's your good dude, man. So anyway, so come on out to Columbiana. Look him up on what's your website?
It's at ColumbianaTractor.com.
Okay, ColumbianaTractor.com.
That's right.
Come see him, man. He'll hook you up. All right, you guys take care, and God bless you guys.